Hey guys, so here we are with episode 3, and in the last episode, they're killing off characters that I would have thought would have been in the show longer than they were, like Jesse, or AKA Freddy, because I thought that's what his name was. They killed off Jesse, they killed off Luke, especially Luke. I would have thought would have been in this show longer, but he wasn't. And then who else did they kill off? That might have been it. They were gonna kill off the mean girl, but they didn't. Well, not that I knew, like, not that they were going to, and then they were like, oh, let's not kill her, but she got caught in a situation where she could have died. She didn't. But yeah, Jesse and Luke died. And I thought that they were gonna, like, be in the show longer, but I guess they're not. But it's just kind of interesting because it's not predictable. So I like that. Even though I've only watched the first 2 episodes, but I like that it's already kind of unpredictable. But yeah, I'm trying to think. Okay, so the master was trying to cross his threshold. He couldn't do it because Luke died. And Buffy, I guess she was, like, gonna quit being a vampire slayer, but then I guess she, like, went back on it, and she's not gonna quit it anymore. And then we got Angel. Angel showed up. Well, Angel was technically a part of the first episode anyway, but, he was in the last one too, a little bit more. I think that was pretty much it. I mean, they turned Jesse into a vampire, which isn't shocking. The shocking part was that he ended up dying. But yeah, that's pretty much it for, like, big things anyway. But if you want to check out this episode or any of the other episodes completely unedited or get early access for the next ones, please feel free to check out my Patreon and the link in the description below. But yeah, let's go ahead and jump into this episode.
You are the Slayer. Lives depend upon you. I make allowances for
Is
your
he even
youth,
talking
but I
to her,
expect a certain
or is
amount
he
of
just
responsibility,
prepping
instead
a
of which you
speech?
enslave yourself to this cult?
You don't like the color?
Oh. Do you ignore everything I say as a rule?
No, I believe that's your trick. I told you, I'm trying out for the cheerleading squad.
You have a sacred birthright, Buffy.
I was gonna say
You've
why. I
chosen
mean,
to
there's nothing
destroy
wrong with it,
vampires,
but
not to wave pom-poms at people. And as the Watcher, I forbid it.
what?
And
He
you'll be
forbids
stopping
it?
me how?
But you forbidding a teenager to do something is totally gonna make them listen to you. Oh my god, 1996.
Giles didn't approve, huh?
That's not
Just
weird.
look at that Amber. Who does she think she is, a Laker girl?
I heard she turned them down.
Okay, listen up. Let's begin with...
Wait, I'm sorry. Why was the mean girl talking to Willow and Willow talking to her without any sort of, like... That was weird. Yeah, but they had a... What I meant to say was they had a normal conversation without, like, bickering or meanness. I'm sure Buffy's gonna do fine, though, because of... Why is she smoking?
That girl's on fire!
Enough for the hyperbole.
Did someone put a hex on her or whatever? I like how she was just waving her hands in the air, like, what? I was gonna say, I would have thought that Buffy would have been good at cheerleading because of, like, her powers and stuff.
I've been slaying vampires for more than a year now, and I have seen some pretty cringeworthy things, but nobody's hands ever got toasted before.
I imagine not.
So,
I don't think
this
that's a
isn't
vampire thing,
problem.
right?
No.
I'm distracted. Got a lot of inventory to go through here. This is my gallery's first major show. You know, it might not physically kill you to give me a hand here.
Buffy's just gonna take her hand and, like, barely, like, lift it, and it's gonna, like, rip the... Yeah.
It was cheerleading.
Oh, good. I'm glad you're taking that up again. It'll keep you out of trouble.
I'm not in trouble.
No, not yet.
Not yet.
And I can't get my body to move like hers. I choked in there so bad.
No, Amy, you did fine.
I'm gonna get changed.
Wait, no.
She shouldn't try to, like, fill her mom's shoes, though.
Oh, she's wigging about her mom, the big cheer queen back when.
Okay, so I could see that girl, the one that we were just talking about, I could see her being the one that put the girl under a hex or whatever. Because she seems a little bit too much of a major character in this episode, and we've never seen her before. So I could see that. And she's also kind of like you wouldn't expect it.
Except without the hugging or kissing or her knowing about it.
So I'm just a figure of fun. I should ask her out, right?
Won't
No.
know till you ask.
He's a sweet guy and everything, but I could be wrong. I don't think Buffy likes him
I made
like
it?
that. But
I made it. It's just how many more hours a day can I practice? You know, how much more can I do? This would never happen to my mother. Never.
you could just not do cheerleading. So it's either her that's doing it or her mother that's doing it.
Cordelia. Feed on her.
So it is her. I know we didn't see a face, but she had the girl's thingy.
I'm gonna take your advice and not beat around the bush.
Or I could be wrong. Maybe you should beat around the bush more.
No, I gotta be a man and ask her out. You know, I gotta stop.
She's just
giving
worried
away
that
bee
he's gonna get
bracelets,
rejected.
Settle in new windows.
Witchcraft. Blinding your enemy to disorient and disable them is
Knew it was witchcraft
First
because
vampires,
that's
now
why I was
witches.
like the hex thing.
No wonder you can still afford a house in Sunnydale.
Why should someone want to harm Cordelia?
Maybe because they met her?
Ah!
Did I say that?
Amy.
So you guys are leaning towards Amy.
She's desperate to get on that team. I mean, I've got this feeling she'd do just about anything to make her mom's dream come true.
Let me make sure I have this right. This witch is casting horrible and
Either
disfiguring
that or it's
spells
her mother.
so that she can become a cheerleader. I think we should be sure she's the witch before we arouse her suspicions.
Yeah,
She's capable
the
of
fact
setting
that they
up
came
pleasant
on to
things.
that a little bit too quickly makes me almost think that now she's not the person. I don't know. It's just it's too quick in the episode to
That's it.
already
Do you
know
have a
who
plan?
our like villain
Spill it on
is.
her. Try and make it look natural.
Oh well, her skin
you-
didn't turn blue.
Where are you?
So her mother's not the evil
in front
one.
of The TV.
It's her that's the
I
evil
got a
one.
history report due tomorrow. Write it.
Damn. Okay, I did not see that coming. Well, it was right from the beginning, but I didn't think it was gonna be quite like this.
I want you to know that despite the problems you've had,
Look, Mom, you just don't get it. And believe me, you don't want it. You know, there are just some things about being a vampire slayer that the older
Oh
generation...
shit.
You're not like other boys at all.
Well,
You are totally and completely one of the girls. I'm that
Oh, that's karma.
that's great.
Any other guy would give me a bracelet, they'd want to date me, it'd be like a... Oh,
Oh, I guess the hex wore off.
feels so good.
Buffy? We've got to get her to a hospital.
Oh, either that or it really kicked in.
This is a bloodstone vengeance spell.
You guys stay here and keep an eye on Amy.
And keep her away from the science lab. We'll need it to cast our counter spells.
So Giles is going with her. Well, good, because somebody needs to go with her because she is not her usual self.
It's not my fault she's doing stuff.
As her mother, you should assume some responsibility for her actions.
She's the one that eats the brownies.
Well,
Are you Amy?
I don't understand.
She switched. She switched your bodies, didn't she?
Wait.
Good Lord.
She wanted to relive her glory days.
Okay. What is with this episode? What? Another freaking thing that just, like, flipped on me.
Collect those dolls and any other person.
Oh, shit, of course. Just scared the shit out of me.
Kitty?
So, her mom was this big cheerleader back in her day, but now she's like not great at cheerleading at now. Or I guess not compared to the others. Starting to revert.
Well, you know, all your witchcraft. I know this really good cauldron. Do you actually ride a broom? Xander!
I'm sorry. That was... So she uses her powers to choke out Xander, but then she turns around and just decks Willow in the face. That was kind of funny. Well, good. I'm glad they locked it, at least.
Release the unworthy.
She has the power to do a Darth Vader chokehold on someone, but she doesn't have the power to get through a door by herself. I mean, I don't know what kind of power she has, so I don't mean to, like, judge her stuff, but... But then that means that the mom is back in her body, so just watch out.
Buffy? Amy?
Yep, what'd I say?
Corset, take her!
Ah, shit. Well, so much for mommy.
I may have got it wrong.
You saved my life. You are a god.
Well, I didn't think you'd pull it off.
I got her! Cut her head off!
Xander, what are you doing?
Saving you?
Get
A little
your hands
late.
off of her. Do you ever wish you could be 16 again?
No.
Oh, that's a frightful notion. Go through all that again? Not even if it helped me understand you.
Sorry. Dark times for me. Would definitely never go back. So, I absolutely love this episode. So far, I think this is my favorite episode because I was able to predict some of it, but then, like, there was two big, like, twists in there, and I was shocked. So, yeah, another thing, that's another reason, like, in the beginning when I was talking about how this show, like, I wasn't able to predict it in the last episode, or, like, you know, whatever, when it came to characters and stuff. But yeah, I mean, this just proved it even more, because it seemed like I knew what was going on, but then something else had happened. Oh, man. That was a good episode. Like I said, so far I think that one was my favorite episode, but anyway, yeah, if you want to check out this episode completely unedited or get early access for the next one, please feel free to check out my Patreon and the link in the description below. And if you will for me, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next episode.